Hello learners. In last class we have studied standard deviation, how to find out a standard deviation. Now we will just expand the formula of standard deviation that we have studied that variance is equal to summation of x minus x bar whole square divided by n. Okay, and the standard deviation, which can be represented as a sigma, can be written as root over summation of x minus x bar whole square divided by n. Now we are just writing sigma square equal to summation of x minus x bar whole square by n. So 1 by n will come out and we are expanding this formula, then it will become summation of x square minus 2x into x bar plus x bar whole square. Okay, now if we will write summation, if summation will go inside, it will become summation of x square plus summation of x square plus 2x, x bar will come out, summation of x, okay, plus summation of x bar whole square. X bar is constant, and if we will do summation, then it will become n times x bar square. Okay, n we will write capital because here I have written capital. N times x bar square. Summation of this means because we know that if summation of a constant term you are doing, it means how many times term is, that many times it is multiplied. So n times x bar whole square. Now what we'll do? Okay, we know that, here I'm just writing, we know that what? We know that x bar is equal to summation of x by n. This is the formula of mean, summation of x by n. So we can write like this, n into x bar is equal to summation of x. Okay, this can also be written. Now how we will convert this formula in terms of this? Just be careful in this step. So 1 by n is equal to, this one is summation of x square, and because here if you will do 2x bar, then in place of summation of x we can write, in place of summation of x we can write n times x bar. Okay, this one in place of this, plus n into afterwards it is n into x bar whole square. Now what we will do again, this one will become 1 by n summation of x square. Okay, here it should be minus because this is the, here it should be minus, so here it will become minus 2n x bar square plus n x bar square. So this equation will become 1 by n summation of x bar plus minus minus, so minus n x bar square. Now if n will come inside, it will become 1 summation of x square by n minus x bar square. Okay, now we already know summation of x square by n minus x bar means what? Summation of x by n whole square. So this is the another formula for variance, and this is the another formula for variance, and standard deviation can be, therefore sigma is root over summation of x square by n minus summation of x minus n whole square. Means if you are not going to find mean, then also you can find out the standard deviation with the help of this formula. Okay, so and suppose this is for a simple frequency, simple series, and if there is a frequency is given, means I'm just writing second formula also for a frequency distribution. If frequency distribution is also given, frequency distribution, for frequency distribution means, for that case our formula for a standard deviation is, in that case our formula for variance was this, summation of fx minus x bar whole square by n. This was the formula. Okay, so again you will split this and you will get the same thing. So I'm directly writing sigma in another form as root over summation of fx square by n. This is the formula, summation of fx by n whole square. So you can find out standard deviation with the help of this formula also. Okay, so this is all about the formula. One more thing, you have to be careful, like suppose here I am writing sigma x. Okay, sigma x denotes that I am just going to write it like this. Okay, if sigma x is means you have to write x, and if suppose I am writing sigma d, it means what I am writing d bar whole square by n, means this one represent the variable which we have to use in the formula of standard deviation. Okay, now this standard deviation is very important for finding out correlation. So now we are going to study about the correlation, and in that correlation we will use this formula of a standard deviation. Now in this measure of dispersion, we have studied about range, standard deviation, and standard deviation variance, and mean deviation. These are known as absolute measure of dispersion. Okay, these are known as absolute measure of dispersion. Now what is this is these are known as absolute measure of dispersion. And if suppose you have to you now there is one more thing through which we are finding, that is relative measure of dispersion. Relative measure of dispersion. Relative measure of dispersion. So what is this relative measure of dispersion? In relative measure of dispersion we are finding four things. One is coefficient of variation. Okay, one is coefficient of variation. Coefficient is variation is a very important relative measure of dispersion, and is defined as, the formula for this is standard deviation divided by mean into 100. Okay, so if anything is multiplied by 100, it means this is a percentage. So we can also write that the coefficient of variation is the ratio of standard deviation to the mean. And this is the ratio of standard deviation expressed as a percentage, because if we are multiplying anything with 100, it means we are going to find out percentage. So according to Carl Pearson also, coefficient of variation is the percentage variation in the mean. Okay, means with the help of a coefficient of variation you can find out the percentage measure of the in the mean. Next one is coefficient of mean deviation. Coefficient of mean deviation. So what is this coefficient of mean deviation? If you are just finding out mean deviation and dividing mean deviation with, because mean deviation we are finding uh, either with respect to mean or median. So whatever the things you have chosen, according to that you have to write either mean or median and multiplied by 100. So this is the formula for coefficient of mean deviation. Afterwards, about mean, if you are finding about mean, then you have to write it mean, and if you are finding about median, so you have to write it median. One more relative measure of dispersion is there, which is known as coefficient of quartile deviation. Quartile deviation. So in coefficient of quartile deviation, what we are doing, the formula for this is quartile deviation. You have to first find out the quartile deviation, and this quartile deviation divided by median. In quartile deviation we are finding out median only, so by divided by median into 100. Okay, so what is the formula, students? I'm just explaining you the formula for quartile deviation. Quartile deviation can be find out with the help of formula q3 minus q1 by 2. Okay, so what is this q3, what is this q1? I will explain it. So this is these three are known as the relative measure of dispersion, and with the help, this is what also very important while finding out any kind of percentage deviations, percentage variations, as per mean, with respect to mean, median, in quartile deviation, or in mean deviation, and in variations. Now I am explaining the idea of quartile. Now suppose if a series of values of a variable is arranged in ascending order. Suppose I am just writing a series of certain values like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I am just arranging this in ascending order. 19, like this is the series in ascending order. Now the middlemost value, I'm just here one more thing I'm writing, the middlemost value is known as median. Okay, this is the middlemost value is known as median. We know that median is the middlemost value. Means if a series of the values of a variable is arranged in ascending order of magnitude, the middlemost value, which divides the series into two equal parts, is the median. Now by extending the idea, we just, for quartile we have to extend this idea. By extending the idea, we can find three values. Here we can find three values, that is q1, q2, q3. Now what is this q1, q2, q3? This q1, q2, q3 divide the series into four equal part. Means one, this part, and this part. Okay, so this one here, this one is known as q1, this one is q2, and this one is q3. Means if we have to divide the series into four equal parts, then that is known as quartile. Okay, that is known as quartile. Okay, so it's very simple that q2 is nothing but what? Q2 is a median of that series, because q2 is the middlemost one. And to divide any series in four equal parts, there are three things needed, that is q1, q2, and q3. Okay, so generally if it is here with the help of example, I am showing you how to find out the quartiles. So here you have to find the, in question you have to find the quartiles of the numbers 29, 12, 26, 19, 24, 36, 21, 33, 35. Now first what we will do, we will arrange in ascending order solution. Okay, first what we will do, we will arrange in ascending order. So it will become what? In ascending order, 12, 19, then it will be 21, 24, 26, 29, 33, 35, 36. Okay, so here n is 9 because number of term is 9. So first what we will find? First we will find n plus 1 by 4. N plus 1 by 4 is 9 plus 1 by 4 is, that is 9 plus 1 by 4. Okay, and this is equal to 9 plus 1 by 4. And if we have to find out n plus 1 by 2, then it will be 9 plus 1 by 2. And one more thing, 3 multiplied by n plus 1 by 4, it means it will be 3 multiplied by 9 plus 1 by 4. Now you're thinking that why I have calculated these values, because when you have to find out the first quartile, that is q1, then you have to find out the value of the 9 plus 1 by 4th term. Okay, so if So if we have to find the value of the 9 plus, then 9 plus 1 by 4th term, it means we have to find out the value of 1 by 2th term. Okay, now you think that how, from where 1 by 2th come. This is nothing but 10 by 4. 10 by 4 can be written as 5 by 2, and in a mixed fraction it can be written as 2 1, like this. Okay, now how to find this value? How we will find this term? See how we will find this term. This 2 is complete, so what we will write? Value of third term, sorry, second term. Okay, second term. Now to find out this half term, what we will do? Half plus third term minus second term. Okay, this is the formula. Now here value of second term is 19, so I have written here 19 plus 1 by 2. Third term is 21 minus second term is 19. So here we will find out 19 plus 1 by 2. This we will multiply, you will get answer 20. Now students, if it is odd number of terms, then only this much criteria is there. If it is even number of terms will be there, then even number of terms, and if it is that kind of number which can be cut easily, then first quartile and second quartile, these values can be find out very easily. Okay, now suppose here we are going to find out second quartile, that is q2. What is the formula for second quartile? For second quartile, the formula is n plus 1 by 2, means we have to find out the value of this term. Okay, so n is 9, so n is 9 plus 1 by 2th term, means we are talking about fifth term, and fifth term is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, is nothing but 26. So here we don't have to do anything, which can be easily divisible, we can find out very easily. Third quartile. Now third quartile, how we will find? Third quartile, that is q3. Q3 means value of, we have to find out value of 3 9 plus 1 by 4th term. So if you will calculate this, we have to find it 30 by 4. 30 by 4 means 15 by 2. 15 by 2 means 7 1 by 2th term. Now you understand that here you can understand that here only means how we will find this. We will first write value of 7th term, okay, plus 1 by 2 value of 8th term minus value of 7th term. Okay, so if you will do this, what is the value of 7th term? First 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 33. Eighth term is 35. So we can find out like this. 33 plus 1 by 2 into 35 minus 2, 35 minus 33, so it will become 33 plus 1 by 2 into 2, so this can be 34. So these are the quartiles. Okay, so students, you have to learn the formula. This formula is for q1, okay, this formula is for q2, and this formula is for q3. Okay, so this I have not expressed this earlier because so I thought with the help of example you will understand more. So why I have written, see, suppose this is a series and we have to divide it into how many parts? So 4 parts. So this one is the as first part of the fraction 4. This one can be written as 1 2, so 2 by 4. as we have studied this in very junior in 2 3 that like this we can express. Here this line can be written as 1 2 3 is there, so 3 by 4. Okay, so whenever you are going to write the formula, okay, this one is our q1, this one is our q2, and this one is our q3. So q1 will be 1 by 4 n plus 1, q2 will be 2 by 4 n plus 1, and you can just you can just cancel this, then it will become 1 by 2, and q3 will be 3 by 4 n plus 1. Okay, so this is all about. And suppose you are finding, suppose this question is of odd, here n is odd, and if it is even, then on that case we can solve it in another way. This is another type of question in which this is a discrete series in which ages and frequency is given. So how we will find out the quartile if this kind of question is there? So we know that for q1 we have formula n plus 1 by 4. For q2 we have formula n plus 1 by 2, and for q3 we have formula 3 n plus 1 by 4. This is the formula q1 q2 q3. So here n is what? N is summation of f. Summation of f we can find out. Summation means total frequency. Summation of f means total frequency. Okay. So total frequency, how we can find it? 4 plus 12 plus 18 plus 23 plus 30 plus 26 plus 22 plus 16 plus 5 plus 4. So it will be 20, 25 and 22. It will be 25 and 22. It will be 47. 47. Then it will be 67 and 6. 67 and 6, 73. 103. 103 and 23. 103 and 23. It will be 126. 126 plus 30. 126 plus 30. It is 156 plus 4. So here one, yes, it will be 161. Okay, if you will add all these numbers, you will get 161. So here this value will be 160. Okay, yeah, 156 plus 4 is 160. Now we have to find out q1. So q1 is n plus 1 by 4. So it will become 161 by 4, which is equal to 40.25. Okay, now we have to find q2. Q2 is n plus 1 by 2. So it will be 161. This one will be 161 by 2. So it will be 60. 80, sorry, it will be 80.2, 80.5. Then it is q3. Q3 formula is 3 n plus 1 by 4, which is equal to if you will multiply this, you will get 161 by 4, which is equal to 120.75. Now students, this kind of value we have got, and we know that this is not our this kind of value we have got. So how we will find this? In frequency, first you have to find q1. Now you have to go to the question 40.25. Okay, so 40 for 40.25. So this one is q1. This, what will be the q1? This is not a actual q1. We have to find out 40 plus 25. Then which term is greater than 40.25? See here, which term is greater than 40.25? So in this case, if you have to first find out, because here we don't have to just directly from the question we have to find out. We first have to find out the cumulative frequency, and with the help of that you have to find out which term. So first I'm just writing here ages, and here I'm writing out frequency. This is cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means CF. Okay, so how we will find out the cumulative frequency? See here it is 50, then 52, then 54, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, and 70. This is the this is all about the question. Now cumulative frequency, how to find 4. Then here I will write 4. 4 plus 12, 16. 16 plus 18 is 34. For 34 plus 23, it will be 57. Then 57 plus 30, 87. 87 plus 26, it will be if you will add 113. Then similarly 113 plus 22, it will be 135. 135 plus 16, it will be 135 plus 16, it will be 135 plus 16 1, and 151. 151 plus 5, it will be 156, and then 4 if you will add, then it will be 160. So this is the cumulative frequency, and we have to find out the 40 plus 2/5 term. So which in cumulative frequency you have to find which term is more than 40 plus 25. So this is 34, this one. So this one is our Q1. Okay, this term is our Q1. For here it is 80.5, so you have to see that which one is greater than 80.25. This one. So this one is known as Q2. Here it is 120.75, which one is greater than 1. This one is our Q3. So these are the terms. Then actual answer is 57. Here it will be, sorry, 57, no. With the help of this we have to find out the age. So quartile, so first quartile is 58 years, second quartile is 60, and third quartile is 64. Okay, so this is the question. Means you have to, with the help of cumulative frequency, you have to just find out which one. So this one is our Q1, this one is our Q2, and this one is our Q3. So if this kind of series is there, discrete series is there, then you can find out quartile with like this. Now one more thing is there, in which I have to first explain. Now if this type of question is there, like I'm just explaining you that type of question, like age is given in years and number of employees are given. Okay, age and number of employees are given. Age and number of employees. Okay, this is given. So how you will do this? Below, like this it is given, below 20, 13 employees are there. 20 to 25, 29 employees. 25 to 30, 46 employees. 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 45 to 50, and like this. Okay, so 45 to 50 and like this it is given. 45 to 50 and like this it's given 100. You have to find out the quartile number. Like here it is 60, and this value is 112, 94, and then it is 45, and 50 and above, this one is, this value is given 21. Okay, now you have to find out the quartiles. So question is that how we will find out the quartile of this kind of data. Okay, so this kind of data, how we will find the quartiles of this kind of data. So for this, see how we will do it. First we will do the calculation of cumulative frequency. Calculation of cumulative frequency. So how we will do the calculation of cumulative frequency? First we will write age, and here we will write CF, that is cumulative frequency. 20. Okay, below 20 is 13, means below 20 is 13, till 25, 25, 13 plus 29, this is 42. Similarly till 30 it is 88. You just have to add it. means 42 plus 46 is 88. Afterwards till 35, 88 plus 60, 88 plus 60 is 148. Similarly 40 till 40 it is 260. If you will add 112, then 45 till 45 it is, you will add 94, then it will become 354. Okay, now afterwards we will do 50 yeah, afterwards 45, that's till 50. If you will add in 354, if you will add 45, then you will get the value 399. Okay. And afterwards you can write it here, after 50 you can write it 50 and above, it's 420 is equal to, and this value is our n. So it means final value is known as n, which is also known as summation of f. So n we have got. So when there is a grouped data, you don't have to find out n plus 1. We have to first find out n by 4. N by 4 will be 420 by 4, that is 105. Then afterwards we have to find n by 2. N by 2 is will be 420 by 2, that is 210. And one more thing, we have to find 3n by 4. Okay, we don't have to find n plus 1. These are the formulas. So 3n by 4, this formula, after calculating this you will get 315. So now this kind of data is there. So this question I'm solving for group data. If there is a group data, then what is the procedure to finding out the quartile? Means here I'm writing the question that obtain the quartile of the following. Okay, obtain the, so for q1, this one for q1 class is 105. So 105 greater than 105 is 35. So class is, we will write here 30 to 35. For 30 to 35. For q2 class is 210. This one 40, means we will write 35 to 40. And for q3 class is 315, so it will be 40 to 45. Okay, this is the class. Now with the help of this class, what we will do, we will find out q1. So be careful while I am writing the formula of q1. Q1 can be find out with the same as how we are finding out the median. L1 plus n by 4 minus f1 divided by f1 into c1. Means or you can it's not necessary that you can write like this. You can write in place of the cf, f, h. Okay, so lower here for this L is 30 plus n by 4 we have got 105 minus f. What was the cf that time? Cf is previous one, so here previous one is 88. This one is the class for, this one is the class for q1. Okay, so here it will be 88 minus 88 divided by f1. F1 means the frequency of that class. So 32 is 60. So in place of this, what we will write? 60 into, what is the gap? Gap is 5. So in place of this we will write 5. And then the formula, after calculating all this, you will get the answer 31.4. Similarly for q2, what I will do? For q2, L1 plus n by 2 minus, see I am writing capital F, F2 I am writing, divided by small f1 into c2. Okay, so for this it is different, because here it is quartile. Whenever you are going to find out, then here it is 105. Okay, here it is 105, and this one is representing n by 4, and in between of this it is it is 210, and this one is our n by 2, and in between of 260 to this, it is our 1 and 315, and it is 3n by 4. So here in between, from this we are going to find out q1, and from this we are going to find out q2, and from this we are going to find out q3. Okay, so how we will find out q2? L1 is 35 plus 210 minus f2. Yes, we have to find out f2. If this one is our quartile, 210 means this, then a previous one is 148. If this one is our 260 is our value, 260 is our here we have got the class, quartile class. So before this is 148, so in place of this f2 we will write 148, and then f is frequency distribution, then it will be 35 to 40, 112, and the gap is of 5. So if you will calculate this, you will get the value. If you will calculate this, you will get the value 37.58. Similarly, we can find out q3. For q3 it will be okay, I'm writing here with L2. This will be L3 plus 3n by 4 minus f3 by f2 into C3. Now what is the L3 here? L3 will be lower limit of this, that is 40. So here we will write it 40 plus 3n by 4, we have got 315. f3 means before 315 is 260, so we will write 260, and f2 is 40 to 45, 94, so we will write here 94 multiplied by 5. So if you will calculate all this, you will get the value 40 plus 55 plus 94 is equal to, if you will calculate this, then you will get 42.9. So students, here I have directly written the, because it is already calculated, that's why I have written the direct answer. You have to, one time you have to calculate it by own and try to solve it so that you can, it's dependent on the concept of median. In median, what you are doing, what was the formula for median? In very first class I have explained median is equal to L plus, in that time I have written formula like this, CF by F into H. But here I have written, in place of CF I have written F1, F2, F3. Why I have written? Because for Q1 CF is different, for Q2 CF is different, for Q3 also CF is different, and F is also different for Q1, Q2 and Q3. So here I have to mark some number so that I can identify that this is the CF for Q1, this is the CF for Q2, and this is the CF for Q3. So what I have thought that we have to write it, we can express this one CF with capital F, and small frequency with a small f only, but f1, f2, f3 we will write. Okay, so this was the formula for median, and with the help of this formula only we have find out the quartile one. Okay, so you can see that for second quartile the formula is same as this median means if you are finding out the median, it means you are finding out the second quartile. So this is all about the quartiles, and in earlier only I have discussed that for a relative measure of dispersion we have studied that a coefficient of quartile deviation is quartile deviation divided by median, and quartile deviation is what? Q3 minus Q1 by 2. Means if you have to find out the quartile deviation, then Q3 minus Q1 by 2 is the quartile deviation. So this is the today's class. We have studied another formula for standard deviation and relative measure of dispersion, and then we have gone through a deep discussion about quartiles. So in quartiles we have seen all kind of questions like individual series if there, then how to find out the quartile, if it is discrete series then how to find out, and if it is group data then how to find out quartiles. So this is all about today's class. Go through the notes, properly, go through the lecture properly. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask. And the formulas are very important. If you will correlate the formula, once you have to write all the notes in your copy, while writing you will understand that how I am doing the calculations. So this is all about today's class. Thank you.